Hey, it's Star11 with my top 10 favorite LEGO minifigures that I've made. I believe I did a top 10 like this once before, but this is an updated version of it with what my current top 10 favorite minifigures I've made are, since probably made a lot of new minifigures since the last time that I did a top 10 favorite minifigures. At least a couple years, I think. I can't really remember. I'm not even sure if I did a top 10 favorite minifigures or if it was just the other top 10s I'm thinking of. But anyway, so these are all my favorite LEGO minifigures that I've made. Before getting to the top 10, I have two honorable mentions, and that is Alm from Fire Emblem Echoes, and Deku / Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. I also really like the Todoroki figure that I made, but I prefer the Deku one just a little bit, so that's why he got the honorable mention slot. So number 10 is Nagatoro. So she's really simple, but I just really love how clean this minifigure is. There's so many that come out much messier than this. Just miraculously clean. Plus, I'm also really happy with how I got the face. I don't usually make faces this expressive, so that's another reason that she's one of my favorite minifigures. Number 9, Lyn from Fire Emblem 7. I believe I used the slightly updated Heroes design for her, rather than the original Fire Emblem 7 design. I think the main difference between them is just that the Heroes design has a bit more detailing on the gold parts. I also really like this one for the giant ponytails that she has. Number 8, Primrose from Octopath Traveler. I really like this one because it's very, very difficult to get skin color on minifigures, and somehow this one just came out looking really correct. Usually it looks much messier than that when I try to make skin color, so I try to avoid making too many skin color heavy minifigures. But this one just worked out really well. Also a different style of eyes than what I usually do, so I was trying to make the eyes look like the official art from Octopath. Sixth favorite minifigure is Bowsette. So when it comes to the meme characters themselves, I like Bouette or Boozette, whichever one was the more popular version, more than Bowsette, but with the minifigures I made of them, I like Bowsette better. The Bowsette minifigure came out a little bit better than the Boozette minifigure. I think part of the reason is because of the contrast with the black. Still one of my favorite meme eras. Fifth favorite minifigure is Bernadette Von Varley from Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I mentioned in the Fire Emblem Three Houses minifigure collection last week that I forgot to put on, when I was recoloring her, I forgot to put the body lining back on. So now I have that on. For my fifth favorite, yeah, Bernie was sixth, not fifth. I think I said fifth by accident. Fifth favorite is Asana from SAO. So I also really like the more iconic Asana design, but I chose this version of the minifigure that I made for this because I just really like the cloak that she has in the Progressive series. Focus, please. I really like the simpler designs that Progressive has because they're in the early game of Aincrad. Fourth favorite minifigure, Poppy QT Pie from Xenoblade 2. I don't have her sword here right now because it's currently in the hands of the Tora minifigure. This is one of my favorite minifigures for hair. Like, if we're ranking just hair alone, then this would easily be the second favorite minifigure that I've made. Dimitri Alexander Blathed. I mentioned this in the Three Houses collection last week, about how this is one of my favorite minifigures of all time. The simple but cool armor, the amazing coat on him, slash cape, and then really nice hair too. Timeskip Dimitri is just 10 out of 10 design. So they made the minifigure of it come out really nice too. And I forgot to fix the chipped bits of hair from last week's Three Houses collection video. It's easier to see on camera, but when you're actually looking at it in person, it's a lot harder to notice. Mostly because of the way the light is when recording, so it makes it show through very clearly that there's something missing there. Second favorite minifigure of all time, The drones on the back are annoying. They fall off very easily. Speed frame 7 from Xenoblade 1. So not the exact speed frame, I have the other version of the speed frame arms on here because I like those much, much better. The regular speed frame arms just look dumb with the pointy shoulders. So I always use these with the speed frame in game, and that's why I made the minifigure with those. As for the drones, it's the default Mechonis drones, but I made them blue instead of gold. I think that's what I was trying to make with these, so that it would fit the speed frame better. Along with the default swords, but silver instead of gold, again to fit the speed frame look better. So slightly customized version. And this drone is about to fall off again. There it goes. I really need to figure out a better way to get these things on because they do not stay on well. And now my favorite minifigure that I have ever made, partially because just a top tier character design, partially because it took so much work to make this figure, Mithra. Mithra has a really amazing angelic design. Really cool hair, especially with the parts that stick up like this. An amazing sword, which took like 3 hours itself to make. Then I put a lot of tape and stuff on her to give more shiny effects to the glowing parts of her outfit. I never really have any ideas for Smash videos, but Mithra slash Pyra is my Smash main. I mostly use Mithra with the way I play them, and mostly just switched Pyra for kills and stuff, which is not the optimal way to use her, but for fast, speedy characters, so I mostly just use Mithra when I'm playing Smash. So that's it for my top 10 favorite minifigures that I've ever made. Maybe in a couple years I'll do another top 10 with whichever my favorite minifigures are by that point. And if there's any specific character that you want to see a minifigure of, or a specific LEGO Pokemon you want to see me make, then you can see commission info linked in the description. And see you next time!